Hi everybody and welcome back to the Upside Down. Today, we are going over Fear Street Part 2, 1978. Part 1 is on Netflix, Part 2 is now on Netflix, and Part 3 comes out soon. So let's get right into it. Shadyside, 1978. School's out for summer and the activities at Camp Nightwing are about to begin. But when another Shadysider is possessed with the urge to kill, the fun in the sun becomes a gruesome fight for survival. This film is directed by Leigh, written by Olkewicz and Leigh. It stars Sadie Sink, Emily Rudd, Ryan Simpkins, Macabre Sly, Ted Sutherland, Jillian Jacobs, Kiana Madeira, Benjamin Flores Jr., and Olivia Scott Welch. So I was super excited for this one because I was such a fan of the first one, 1994, that came out just the week prior. I love that Netflix is doing this with this trilogy. They call it a trilogy event, and it really is. I look forward to each of these each week, and I think that, releasing them weekly is a really cool idea, and it fits, R.L. Stine and like the horror aspects of this series. But did I like it as much as the first one? Because I loved the first one. This one, it takes a camp approach, which can be a really fun time. And I did have fun with this one, but I didn't have as much fun as I did with the first one. I do like the first one more, but let's get into, what I liked about this one. Sadie Sink was really good here. She has a good character in Stranger Things. I like her here. Emily Rudd plays her sister. She's pretty good as well. For the most part, though, I thought the casting and the characters was better in the first one, I thought. For the most part, a little better acted, just better characters, I at least think. And honestly, I liked the story better in the first one. This one has a good story, and it's a good continuation of the first one. It's always fun to be at a camp, a horror movie. It definitely gives you Jason vibes. I will say, though, I was not having as much fun, like I said, and I was kind of bored during some of this. I wasn't as into the story. I think it's because I loved the first one so much, so I was just highly anticipating this one, and it didn't really totally live up to my expectations. I will say, though, and this is a positive, this one is a lot more brutal. This one has a lot, more kills, more gruesome, gory, bloody kills that, just brutal, like I said. The first one had a couple brutal kills, but this one is a lot of the third act is just a lot of brutalness. I really liked the sister dynamic between Ziggy and Sydney. The sisters, I did like that relationship a lot. I thought that was the best, fleshed out relationship here. She has, Sydney has some stuff with her, old friend. This friend turned into, not an enemy, but like not a friend. So, and I liked some of that dynamic. I do think that two characters, though, were stuck down in a cave or underground or something. I think they were stuck down there for too long. I wish that we got more of them, above surface. But when they do get above surface, I thought that the movie got really awesome. I liked, the bad guy, the killer. He acted well. I mean, it's another possessed person. I thought that it added to the story, and it made us, learn more about this story that we were introduced to in the first one, because this is the camp killer that was, in the first one. It was really nice to see more of that story, which, again, I love that Netflix is doing this. And then next week, we're going to learn more about 1666, way back when. So I'm definitely excited for that one. I don't think I'm as excited for that one as I am that I was the first one. And I don't know if I'm going to finish this trilogy, but the first one still being my favorite. We will see, but I am actually really looking forward to the final chapter in this trilogy. And I hope that Netflix continues the Fear Street name, the franchise. This one definitely felt like not only just more brutal, but it felt rated R. It felt more rated R than the first one even. Other stuff too, like language. There was language in the first, but a bunch of stuff, tropes of the camp horror film genre. I thought this finished really well. This still had some twists that I wasn't expecting, so that was really good, because one of the things I was nervous about was like we know that this killer butchered this camp, so there's stuff that we know going into this film. But there were some twists that I definitely really enjoyed, and it added more to the story. So yeah, I do think that this story, these characters, these actors are weaker than the first one, but not bad at all. Like it didn't really take me out, except for maybe some of the stuff with Sydney's friend, new like her old friend that became an odd friend, and then they have development, but some of the stuff with her was a little I kind of got annoyed by her. But yeah, I thought the kills were brutal. I thought that was a positive. I thought the soundtrack was better than the first. I don't really remember a lot of the soundtrack of the first, but this one, you know, had a lot of more recognizable songs. Really fun soundtrack. Fits the theme of camp and all of that. I do wonder though what camp lets the campers play any games like outside at that late hour. But yeah, no, it ended well. It got me excited for the next one. I didn't really pay attention to the trailer for the next one, but I thought that the trailer that played at the end of the first one for this one, it showed too much. So probably just, turn it off, when it cuts to black before it starts the new trailer. I think that will be probably a better idea. You can go into the next one a little more blind. But yeah, I'm so excited for the next one. I did like this one, just not nearly as much as the first. What would I give Fear Street Part 2, 1978? Fear Street Part 2 gets a 7 out of 10 from me. That's a 7 out of 10 for Fear Street 1978. What did you think of the second installment of the Fear Street franchise? Let me know down in that comment section. Did you like it? Did you like it more than the first one? Did you not like it as much as the first one? Are you excited for the third one? Do you like that Netflix is doing this with a different movie each week for a trilogy event? I hope that they do this more. It especially works with a horror series like this. But blow up those comment sections. What did you think? If you liked what you've seen here, you're going to like some more, please click around here to see some more. Please like this video, comment on this video, share this video with the Fear Street fans in your life. Hit that notification bell, subscribe, and come to the Upside Down.